Hi, it's Sarah. Welcome to our 1950s 600-foot cabin in northern Minnesota. When I woke up this morning, I am on a solo 3-day trip before my family arrives for the 4th of July. And my whole entire intent was to create YouTube videos while I am up here for my YouTube channel. And I just wanted to hop on here for a little while today and show you how cute our little kitchen is in this cabin. You just really don't need much in a small little seasonal cabin. We have an old time stove. We have the like really old sink from like the 1950s, and that was original when we bought this cabin. I mean, completely crazy. And then we do have a newer refrigerator because the refrigerator that we had in here was like a dinosaur, and our electric bill was $80 more a month until we replaced it with an Energy Star one. I wanted to get one of those really old-fashioned like round ones like the Midwestern mom has, or the retro vinyl ones, but they were $5,000 and I just can't do it. I'm too frugal for that. So we have just the regular fridge over here. And then over in this corner, I'll bring you over, is just another small little cabinet in the corner. We had to have these cabinets made because this portion of the cabin was added on, and it's still only 600 square feet. When we bought the cabin, it was like 400 square feet. But we had to add a full-size bathroom because when we would sit down in the old place, it was one big room, basically. We're way up in northern Minnesota. And when I would sit down to go to the bathroom, my knees, and I'm only 5 feet 2 inches tall, my knees would hit the cabinet. So anybody taller than me wasn't even able to really sit on the toilet. And then the shower stall was so skinny. I mean, it was just crazy. We purchased this from a couple that was in their 90s, and they still went out in the boat almost every single day. We were super lucky when we found this, and I actually purchased the cabin without looking at it. We came up in the middle of February. We couldn't get inside. We could only see the outside. We do have a very steep bank to the lake because the lakes up here are like the Canadian lakes where they're kind of in a bowl. So almost all of the shoreline is straight up. So we have like 40 steps down to the lake, which is really not a big deal. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour of the inside. So we've got that. And then the bathroom, it's just a regular bathroom with the sink, shower, and then I did an up and down washer and dryer. And then I'll just kind of follow along here. We've got 2 small little dinky bedrooms. This one has, oh, I can't reach the light. This one has 2 sets of bunk beds in it. That's all it can fit in here. And you can't hardly fit down the middle. And if you're a big person, you can't fit. And this one has just a small little bedroom. Okay, now my favorite part is the living room. So we have an old-fashioned wood stove, the big window to the lake, 1 chair, and 1 couch. And I have the blanket over the couch because the old granny likes to lay on the couch and I didn't want it wrecked. And then 1 door. And that's it. That's all you get when you come to the cabin. So we did used to rent this out as an Airbnb when we first bought it. Oh my gosh, but we had trouble. The very first year, we had someone here. They were here on their honeymoon, and we had a huge storm, like absolutely huge storm. And the poor people were trapped on the road. They couldn't get out. They had no electricity. They were trapped because there were like 40 trees that fell down over the road in the township. Remember, this is northern Minnesota, and there were trees down everywhere. Northern Minnesota, it takes a really long time to sometimes get your electricity back on. So these poor people were trapped with no electricity. It was kind of a bad deal, but they will have a honeymoon to remember. That's how we kind of looked at it. But these small little cabins in Minnesota used to be really popular. It's getting a little out of control, the prices of these particular cabins, and so we are super fortunate. We bought this about 10 years ago when the interest rates were like 2.375. We'd probably never be able to afford anything remotely like this in today's interest rate environment. So we were absolutely super fortunate. But I hope you enjoyed the little inside of our 600 square foot cabin in northern Minnesota. And let me know if you have any questions.